Namaskar. A lot of B2B marketers have asked, does social media work for B2B domain? What's the best practice? How do we reach out to CXOs who don't spend time on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter? LinkedIn ads are expensive, so what's the best solution? Well, these are some of the most commonly asked questions across the world. The answer still is LinkedIn, but this time you should experiment with LinkedIn in-mail advertisements. LinkedIn had in-mails before, but the challenge was we had to manually search people, individually send them an email, and wait for people to reply. This was one of the biggest industry's hurdle. LinkedIn recently introduced in-mail advertisements. LinkedIn in-mails are usually delivered to those people who are more likely to be active on LinkedIn. LinkedIn in-mail advertisements are cost effective. It costs you about ₹5 to send one email to your defined audience. The process is pretty simple. Number one, you have to draft the email. Number two, choose your target audience. You can choose them on the basis of their designation, seniority, age, gender, location, field of study, company they are working for, and more. LinkedIn will tell you how many of them opened the email and how many leads did you generate in this journey of yours. You can either attach a landing page to your email or you can connect it to LinkedIn lead generation form. I ran one campaign for Credit Fabro, which is Chennai's biggest property expo. We targeted all the senior professionals of the city above the age group 35. We spent close to about $1,500 in order to reach out to 45,000 plus professionals in the city, which got us an email open rate of about 60% and almost 300 people registered for the event, costing us $5 per lead, and 75% of these leads were super genuine. I feel there's no better platform than LinkedIn in-mail today to reach out to community managers, CXOs, and senior employees on social media. In this video today, I'm going to teach you step-by-step process to run your LinkedIn in-mail. So what are you waiting for, guys? Let's get started. To get started with LinkedIn advertisements, you have to log on to linkedin.com/ads. You have to have a LinkedIn account. So first, log into linkedin.com. Log into your account. Once you log into your account, log on to linkedin.com/ads. In this, click on manage ads or create advertisement, whatever comes first for you. Once you come here or create an ad account, so it will ask you to create an advertisement account. Create the advertisement account. Give your ad account a name and click on create campaign. As you click on create campaign, you will see three options. You will see option number one, where you will ask for sponsored content, text ads, and sponsored in-mail. Choose sponsored in-mail. As you choose for sponsored in-mail, you'll have two options: send people to your website or content, collect leads using LinkedIn lead generation forms. You can choose any of these. The first option allows you to direct traffic to your landing page, and this one allows you to bring leads as and when people click on the form and submit their details. So you can create this form using LinkedIn directly. Give your campaign a name and choose for collect leads using LinkedIn lead generation forms. Click on next. This is where you can choose your account or you can add a sender. While you add a sender, you need to basically send him a reminder. For example, if I have to add one of my colleagues as a sender, let's say if I want to add Nikhil, who is my colleague, as a sender, so I'll have to add him and he has to accept the request in order to become sender out here. So you can do that as well. Give your sponsored in-mail and advertisement name and then move on to next step. So this is one of the most important steps in your LinkedIn in-mail campaign, where you draft your LinkedIn in-mail in order to attract people, and in this you need a subject line and a body. Here are some tips and best practices which LinkedIn has given you. It says so that have your LinkedIn in-mail for less than 1,000 characters. Some experts suggest that keep it less than 500 characters. It also says that you need to have the names customized. So instead of just saying hello or dear, it's better that you have a customized name while you send a LinkedIn in-mail to them. Now remember, subject line is very important. You can build your curiosity for the same. For example, the last advertisement that we had sent, we had asked people, this is one of the most important event in Chennai that you can't miss. This was to sell a property expo that was happening in Chennai. So what you could do in the subject line, you can build curiosity. So let's create an advertisement campaign today. And this advertisement campaign is for those HRs who are more likely to appoint corporate trainers for their companies. So the focus is to reach out to CEOs plus to the HRs out there in order to educate them about the corporate training opportunities that they have with me or my organization. So what is that I would try to draft in the subject line? The subject line will be drafted as, is your organization digitally transformed? Or has your organization? I have already written the body for this. So when you draft the body of the mail, keep your body with a small introduction. Have a personalized text, which is hi, first name. Now this will personalize the name when it is sent to people. So this is the body. The body needs to have a quick introduction and talk about why the purpose of connecting. So the body needs to have three important things. One, a quick introduction, the purpose of connection, and what is that you are trying to offer them. So these are three things that you should keep as an objective. Keep it direct to the point because you should use minimal content. As you proceed, you click on the next option. You need to have a landing page URL, so it's better that you direct them to a page where they can learn more about you. You need to create a form. For creating a form, you need to have a privacy policy. I have already created my form, or if not, I have to create a new form template. So in a new form template, you need to have the offer headline, the offer details. You need to have the privacy policy in place. Remember, your privacy policy needs to be part of your website, and it takes about 24 hours sometimes to review this up. And once this gets reviewed, you can then run your advertisement. So now this is how your form looks when somebody is clicking on it. So at this point of time, I have already created my form. I'm just going to add a picture alongside. This is the image which I'm going to use. Remember, you need to have your call to action button, or you can have a customized one. Only when you write down your call to action here, you can move on to the next step. Move on to the next step right now. At this place, you need to choose your audience. When you run your LinkedIn advertisements, you can choose your audience on the following parameters. You can target them on the basis of their company, industry, size, job title, job function, seniority, member schools, fields of study, degrees, member skills, groups, gender, age, years of experience, company followers, and company connections. So let's say we are choosing people who are into the HR domain. So people who lives in Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore. So these are 4 cities I have picked up. In this, I will now choose the job title, HR, training manager, we'll try to figure out more, training development manager, learning development manager, training manager. So these are the categories that I want to reach out to. They are HR training manager, training development manager, learning development manager, training manager. So that it reaches out to those decision makers who are more likely to take a decision on behalf of their employees in order to educate their employees. So that's a better one. So you can always type down one of the job titles and then you can decide on the designations. In this too, you can further define on their age. So you can go on member age and then categorize this between age group 25 to 34 and 35 to 54 and 55 plus. So that's the audience to whom your advertisement will reach out. So that's as simple. I picked the people on the basis of job title, and on this I'll figure out if there is more keywords. Learning and development specialist, learning manager, learning specialist, learning development consultant, senior learning consultant, learning development advisor. So I'm picking them up as well, and then we proceed on to the next step. I can now decide what's my daily budget, so I can figure it out and keep it about minimum of 500 rupees. And then I can define on the cost of my email, which can be as minimum as 5, and your minimum budget has to be as limited as 500. You can start this immediately, or you can have a planned date. So this is as simple as possible to launch your LinkedIn email advertisements. So we'll soon see the results, and I will share that to you through a blog. And I'll keep you posted about how well did this advertisement perform. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm excited to learn how was your practice so far and what were the outcomes. Do not forget to share in the comment section below, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do click on the bell icon so that you get regular notifications. Dhanyawad.